It makes sense that God would be a woman, doesn't it? Because you're raised by your mom. I think the reason we made God a man in our cultures is because we want to make sense of the fact that men are in charge. Because otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. Because women, you start with the woman. It's the thing people like to ask, like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Of course it's the egg. Because you can't just make a chicken. You can't just go, chicken. You got to start with an egg and grow chicken. And then people say, oh, well, where did the egg come from? From a chicken, you idiot. Women birthed us, women raised us, so why aren't they running things? I think I know why. I think it's because millions of years ago, women were in charge, and they were mean, they were horrible. They made us walk around naked, and they'd laugh at you, and they'd flick your penis when you walk by. They were awful. But what could you do? It's your mom and her friends. Like, what could you possibly do about it? And then one guy punched his mom, and we were like, we can hit them. But that's why men are mean to women today, because we're terrified of them.
I remember I was in a taxi, I think in New York, and the driver was Muslim, and there was a woman crossing in front of us, and he honked at her because she went after the light had turned, and she gave him the finger. And he said to me, do you know in my country, if a woman show you this finger, I could get out, beat her to death, and if I drive by here a week later, she'd still just be laying there. Like nobody would even clean it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm thinking of buying a goat. Because I want to have a trash can that I can make love to. So that's why I'm going to buy a goat. So I can have sex with a trash can. I can do that with a trash can I have now, but a goat has a vagina. That makes it a lot better. I don't care that you're upset. I'm still getting the goat. I'm watching TV, and Tosh is making me laugh, so I wrote a tweet saying, your show makes me laugh. And then I put it down, and then like 2 days later, I come home and I read these like bloggers and like Hollywood reporters, Louis C.K. defends Daniel Tosh amid rape joke controversy. I had no idea. He got in trouble for making some jokes about rape, and I didn't know about it. And so I'm a defender of rape. That's what everybody says now. And I've read all this stuff like, shame on you, Louis C.K., and I'll never watch your show. You're a rape apologist. I've been called a rape apologist because I said hi to a guy. Because I said, hey, nice show to a guy who everybody was mad at. So
you really got, here's, you know the lesson here. Never go to Vermont.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerously...
It's a dangerous place.
But here's the thing. This is like a fight between comedians and feminists, which are natural enemies. The biggest, easily... Because, stereotypically speaking, feminists can't take a joke. And stereotypically speaking, and comedians... See? And comedians... Now, I've read some blogs during this whole thing that have made me enlightened to things I didn't know. This woman said how rape is something that polices women's lives, that they have a narrow corridor. They can't go out late, they can't go to certain neighborhoods, they can't dress a certain way, because they might get... Now, that's part of me now that it wasn't before, and I can still enjoy a good rape joke, so I have both of them. But here's the last thing I want to say about it. This is also about men and women, because a lot of people are trading blogs and things about this on the with each other. Couples are fighting about Daniel Tosh and rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in blogs. But they're both making a classic gender mistake, because the women are saying, here's how I feel about this, but they're also saying my feelings should be everyone's primary concern. Now, the men are making this mistake. They're saying your feelings don't matter, your feelings are wrong, and your feelings are stupid. If you've ever lived with a woman, you can't step in worse than that, than to tell a woman that her feelings don't matter. So to the men I say, listen to what the women are saying about this. To the women I say, now that we heard you, shut the up for a minute. And let's all get back together and kill the Jews. That's all I have to say about it. Because child molesters are very tenacious people. They love molesting childs. It's crazy. It's like their favorite thing. I mean, it's so crazy, because when you consider the risk in being a child molester, speaking not of even the damage you're doing, but the risk, there's no worse life available to a human than being a caught child molester. And yet they still do it, which
can only really surmise that it must be really good. I mean, from their point of view, not ours, but from their point of view, it must be amazing for them to risk so much. How do you think I feel? It's my last show, probably. Because I love old ladies. I really do. I connect with old ladies because they don't care. They say whatever. The filter comes off around 72. 8-year-old boys and old ladies have the same sense of propriety. Because old ladies are on the way out. They're like a guy who just got fired and he's leaving the office with his box for the last time. You're fat, never liked you. They just say whatever. And old ladies talk to you in the middle of I'm walking through a supermarket, and there's always an old lady like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, I know, don't buy it. Like, I don't know her. I connect with old ladies. They're my favorite demographic of person. I wish that I desired them. Sexually. I really do wish that I could get a boner from an old lady, because I could find an old lady and spend the rest of her life with her.
I was talking about being 40, and now I'm 41, and how when you go to the doctor, they don't try to fix anything anymore. I go to the doctor because my ankle hurt for 3 months, and the doctor just says, yeah, your ankle's worn out. That's all.
Wear and tear.
Just take lots of leave. Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm like, well, what if I was an athlete? And he says, well, you're not an athlete, so no.
So we don't have to worry
keep
about
those
it.
options off the table. And so I'm grousing about that and getting some laughs. And so a person in that studio, this was on the radio, on the phone, goes, really? Because I would think at 40 you would still be getting some solutions from the doctor.
The hole.
Yeah, isn't that weird that it was...
The hole.
The chick.
I mean,
They insist
just
all these...
shuts, and all the laughter stops.
Yeah.
That's...
I would think that at 40 the doctor would still come up with some options for you there.
Thank you.
Why did...
Fun kryptonite.
And so there's a pause, and then I go, yeah, he didn't is what I'm saying. Where I'm going with this is that he didn't. That's the engine of this piece of comedy. That's how it functions, is that it didn't.
Get it, dummy?
What are you helping by correcting the piece of comedy?
You would think.
The whole point of any piece of comedy is that you're inflating and exaggerating to a comedic effect. So it's the easiest thing to cut the legs out from under it. It's the easiest, stupidest, most worthless thing to do.
I hope you gave her this speech.
No, I didn't. I just said, I packed all of that into, he didn't is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I just sat there so mad, and then the rest of the interview, I'm just like, yeah, and just answering questions, yes or no, and I just want to get off the phone.
Well, she doesn't understand because, again, we've said before that when certain holes just leak brains and humor out of them. And that's why when they're on a radio show, they just get up and their seat has funny on it, but the mic has none in it.
No, it's like the fun of the show is a balloon, and she literally put a vagina on the side of the balloon and let the fun out.
They insist on having the women part of these morning shows.
And then there was that
was
was somewhere in Pennsylvania. I don't remember where. And then there was a show in Albany, and it's a show I really like doing. But we're talking about my kids, and I go, yeah, I've got 2 kids, and I'm divorced now, so I have my kids with me by myself all the time because we share custody, and it's hard. I have to have like I had to take a dump the other day, and I had to do it. Can I say that? They're not going to.
Oh yeah.
I had to do it with the door open because I got 2 kids to watch. Nobody else is home, so I can't unless I'm going to gather them into the bathroom to watch Daddy take a poop. I've got to have the door open while I'm watching the kids.
Right.
And she goes, same person, basically, just keeps moving other cities within the same morning somehow.
Same genitals,
same
different
day.
show.
Yeah. She goes, really? Because your daughter's 7, I would think that she could take care of herself while you're doing that.
Oh, my God, that's not the point,
Oh,
you
my
idiot.
God.
That's not the point.
And I was like, well, yeah. And then I went the other way with that one. I'm like, okay, that's how you want to do your show?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I guess that's true. I guess she could have. You're right.
Just clotheslined your jokes.
Why would the Jews go into the bar? If they owned it, wouldn't they have been there already going over the books and the deliveries?
Yes.
Yeah, a guy who goes into a bar with a duck on his head, and the bartender says, "What do you want?" or something, and it's always the duck says something. Really, because I didn't think that ducks had the power of speech.
Yes. And why wouldn't the bartender comment on the duck as opposed to just speaking?
Really, because usually when I go to a bar, they don't even talk to me. They just seem real busy.
They're an easier way to keep them from jumping on the bed.
Yeah. Wouldn't a duck fall off?
They are horrendous when it comes to radio.
God.
They're like Andy Rooney with breasts. There's
No, but
way
here's the
to
thing:
them.
is that I know many funny women, and I don't think it's a female trait.
No.
But no man has or will ever do that.
No.
In the history of my life.
You kind of know what's going on, and
Because only a hole would be that dumb. But as a sex, I don't believe that it's a trait.
On
No, I just
radio-
there's in improv, which is a boring art, but there's art to it, which is it's called yes and. That's the rule of improv. It means that if somebody posits a idea, you don't say nah, because you've just destroyed the whole show. You say yes and you add something. You accept their premise and you add to it, and you keep building that way. You don't just go no. Although I did improv once, and I just because it made me look good and made them all look bad, I was the no guy, and I shut down every scene that started. They're like, "Oh, sir, isn't this the restaurant where everybody's crazy?" I'm like, "No, it's a fine restaurant. There's nothing going on."
Oh, okay. Could you please tell me where the silly restaurant is?
I never heard of any place like that.
Yes.
Why would anyone go to a place like that? Would you want to eat something?
Yeah.
And everybody just, But I got huge laughs.
I'll have the steak then.
That's hilarious.
Oh, is that great?
Good.
Screw him.
Had a good day. I got a call today. My phone rang and I answered it. I didn't recognize the number. I said hello, and the person said, "Please hold for the president." I was like, "What?" And then a voice comes on. It sounded like the president, and he's like, "Oh, this is President Obama." And I said, "No, that's not you." And he goes, "Yes, it is." And I said, "No, there's no way the president would ever call me." So he goes, "All right, we'll just hang up and call the White House and ask for me and you'll get through it. Maybe they'll convince you." So I said, "Okay," and I hung up. And I Googled the White House. And I got like the main number and I called and said, "Hi, this guy was calling me. He said he was the president. My name's Louis." And she put me through. So all of a sudden, I'm talking to the president. And I said, "What can I do for you?" And he goes, "I don't know. What's up?" And he said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Phoenix." And he said, "I heard they're all fags there." I know. And I was like, first of all, Phoenix is not known for that. Second of all, who says fags? Like, who says just fags? And then beyond that, how dare you, Mr. President? And he says, "So go tell everybody who's going to believe you, you fat douche." And he hung up. I was really surprised. That's what I would do. If I was the president, I would just bother people. I would fly around the country, go to like Wisconsin, go to some guy's house at 3 a.m. and just drink out of the milk carton. So tell everybody, just piss on the floor. Who's gonna believe you? Yeah, go tell everybody the president pissed on your floor at 3 a.m. Go ahead. To me, that would be the whole point of being president. Is getting to do that.
That's not usually my problem. These days, my problem is very simple. It's trying to find a place in my house where I can masturbate without somebody bothering me. And that's really difficult. There's nowhere to go anymore. She's got her mother staying with us, too, in the guest room, and I'm on the streets now. I got nowhere to go. Like, now I know when I see a guy in the West Side Highway jerking off in plain daylight, that's not a homeless guy. That's a married man right there. He's got nowhere to go. Fuck it. Fuck you. Go ahead and look, man. I got nothing. What else am I going to do? It's not fair, man. I'm 37 and I own my home. I should be able to just stand in the living room. How you doing, honey? Good morning. But I can't. I got to hide. I'm down in the cellar by the boiler like a troll down there. Just fucking miserable. Oh, shit. That's what it's like. Masturbation doesn't bring much joy to guys. Women seem to like masturbating. They put flower petals on the pillow. They're like, oh, me, or whatever, you know. The guys are like, ah, shit, no, fucking God damn it. Sometimes you find ecstasy, but it's followed by the deepest self-hate and depression you've ever felt. It's an amazing drop from way up here to this, like, oh, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it. I gotta get to work. I don't have time for this shit right now. But then you get married, now you gotta hide. And you have to. You have to hide. Because when your wife catches you masturbating, that's sad for the whole family. That's not a good moment in a marriage. She comes in the cellar. Oh my God. And then she always wants to know shit about it. She always asks me stuff. My wife's like, well, do you think about me when you're doing that? What are you, fucking high? Why would I do that? What? I can think about anybody. That's magical. Why the fuck would I'm married to you. What do women really think their husbands are going, oh, my wife. Oh, yeah, that's fucking hot. Oh, yeah. Picking her up at the airport and getting yelled at. Oh, that's fucking hot. Yeah. Put it in the hamper, not on top, you idiot. Oh, I love when she talks like that. Yeah.
And I saw a Korean Jesus. They had a Korean Jesus with the... Don't get mad. How else would I know? It was just, what, Korean Jesus? Ooh, whatever. Whatever.
I remember I was in a taxi, I think in New York, and the driver was Muslim, and there was a woman crossing in front of us, and he honked at her because she went after the light had turned, and she gave him the finger. And he said to me, do you know in my country, if a woman show you this finger, I could get out, beat her to death, and if I drive by here a week later, she'd still just be laying there. Like nobody would even clean it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The truth is Jesus was black, but you don't see that often. Black Jesus. Hey, man, get me the fuck down from here. Whatever, all right. Airplane one time, and a married couple came on, and they had been sat separately. There was some mistake. The woman, she's supposed to sit here. She comes up to me. She says, would you mind moving so I can sit with my husband? And he's behind her. He's like... And I wanted to help him. But what am I going to say to his wife? Just, no, I won't move. So I just got off the plane. I didn't go on the trip. And it took off, and it hit the World Trade Center. So that was...
You ever feel like you're gonna fart and then instead you shit on your father's face? And everybody on the bus is like, hey, that's not appropriate. And you're like, I thought it was gonna be a fart. And they go, oh, all right then.
Because, look, my mom just died. She just died. That's how it works. By the way, for you young people, here's how life goes. One of your parents is gonna die. And the other one is just never gonna fucking die. And guess what? It's not the one you wanted. Nope.
You know, people hate child molesters so much. They hate them worse than murderers or anybody else. Right?
Right.
So getting caught child molesting is just, that's the end.
That's the worst.
It's really the end of your life in every way. Your
That's
friends
right.
are gone. Whatever you had is gone.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Right.
That's why a lot of kids that get molested get killed. Because it's like once you whatever got you to the moment where you molested a kid.
Right.
Once you hit that moment, you're like, I can't let this kid go now because I'm fucked if this kid goes home and tells anybody. So you kill the kid.
Right.
So the bit was that if we could hate child molesting a little less, we might get some kids back.
Wow, that is a brilliant thought.
If somebody could go say to themselves, all right, I molest, somebody could call you and go, hey, I molested your kid. You want him back after soccer? Do you want me to drop him off at this game? Doesn't he have any allergies I should know about? What I just said is true.
Right.
That if we hated child molesters less children would die.
Right.
I don't know what to do with that information.
You don't know where to go.
I don't know what to do with it. I can't make any
to the right place today.
Yeah.
This is the place to air those kinds of thoughts.
Like when you were in school, did you ever have when you were in school when you were a kid, like fantasies about your parents dying so that you'd be really special in school? Like if your parents got killed, you'd go to school and they'd make an announcement, Joey's parents died today, so everybody, and all the cute girls would come up and go, are you okay? And stuff like that, which would never happen. They just walk up and you go, I'm still not gonna fuck you, you faggot. That's what would have happened. And that would have I would have jerked off to that and had a better time than if I fucked them. Seriously, to me.
Some Catholics believe that contraception is murder. They think if you wear a condom, if you stop a sperm from getting to an egg, you killed a possible baby. By that logic, I could say that any woman that won't fuck me is a murderer. Let me tell you, there's a bunch of murdering bitches out there.
Well, FX took my series off. I don't know why.
What the fuck?
It's so weird. It was really successful.
Yeah.
And then they just made an arbitrary decision.
That's weird.
To just... I mean, I was baffled. I was like, guys, why? We're like, it's just the feeling we have. I was like, that's weird, guys.
Probably
like
a new CEO. They always do shit like that.
That's the thing. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
There wasn't one, but maybe it's something like that.
Like 9/11, you had to end the sorrow and the anger and the rage and the sadness. You had to go, dude, fucking bullseye. Bullseye. One of my favorite stories about it was there was a documentary about it on PBS after, and they talked, they tried once before with the truck bomb. So they interviewed a federal marshal, who escorted one of the perpetrators of that first bombing to his trial in Manhattan. And they had him in a helicopter, and they're flying to the courthouse. So he's next to the prisoner. And they're flying right next to the World Trade Center.
My God, this guy.
And the federal guy, the Fed marshal, is just a cop. He says, I pointed at the buildings and I said, you didn't get him, did you? And the guy just coldly said, we'll get him.
Wow.
They did. Those buildings are no longer there.
Yes, they're
no longer there.
People talk about, like, don't eat dolphins when they're in the tuna. Pick out the dolphins, right? You gotta pick it out, like raisins. And like, you ever go to shop for tuna and like it says dolphin safe, and you kind of go like, yeah, but like somehow you think it's not gonna be as good. Like, I want to do the right thing, but it's probably kind of bland without the dolphin. But here's the thing, like, why not kill and eat a dolphin? Why not? Oh, because, well, no, I don't fucking get it. If you're a tuna, fuck you, we're eating you. So I don't really see the difference. And I think it's wrong to eat tuna and dolphin and cows and everything. But I eat them. I eat them all. Because I don't care that it's wrong. I totally think it's terrible, but that's not important to me, that it's terrible. So what if it's wrong? It tastes good. And I like the way it feels when I eat it, so fuck it. But I'm not going to pretend I'm doing something that's okay just because it doesn't think or something. So when I think about that, I think, yeah, so people die. What's the big deal? They're dead, and some of them might have been assholes. You don't know.
I just want to say I'm not trying to say that if you're white, you can't complain.
Right.
I'm just saying that if you're black, you get to complain more.
Right.
Because you can't. There you go.
Don't tell the band that.
Yeah. Because you can't, that's right. You can't take people's, like, historical context away from them. And everybody wants us to. Like, white people are always like, come on, it wasn't us. Like, they want black people to forget everything. Like, every year, white people add 100 years to how long ago slavery was. I've heard educated white people say slavery was 400 years ago. No, it very wasn't. It was 140 years ago. That's two 70-year-old ladies living and dying back to back. That's how recently you could buy a guy.
That's right.
And it's not like slavery ended and then everything has been amazing. Like it just...
I'm glad that's over.
Oh, yeah, it just ended like a clean where you don't have to wipe. Just boom. And then it's just been parades and presents ever since. You gotta remember that if you meet a black person, they have gray hair, they remember a time they weren't allowed to use a certain toilet. So give them a little, time to be cranky. And by the way, white people have our own thing that stuff that we went through that hurt us that we have to cope with. Like when they took our slaves away, that was really hard for us, and we're still, so it's pretty even.
Dry vagina. I used to think it was called a vagina. I did because I grew up in Boston. And I don't know if you are familiar with, people call it the Boston accent. It's not an accent. It's a whole city of people saying most words wrong. It's just a stupidity in a massive region. Because my teachers, they teach you to talk like that. I had a teacher named Miss Doherty, but she thought her name was Mrs. Doherty. She mispronounced her own name. Miss Doherty. And she gave us sex ed. It was 5th grade. We had sex ed with Mrs. Doherty, and she's showing us the diagram. She's like, "This is a penis, and this is a vagina. Now, during intercourse, the man ejaculates sperm up into the vagina, and then later, a fucking baby comes out of the vagina. And sometimes it's retarded." This was the 70s. Teachers said retarded in Boston in the 70s. "My daughter's retarded." She used to tell us every day. "I have a daughter and she's mentally retarded. She's 35 and she lives in my house. She better be fucking retarded. I'm gonna stick her back up in my vagina." So I thought it was called a vagina until I was like 25. And I remember thinking it was like it's a vagina. It's like a thing that vagines, Like you use it to I got a vagina in my driveway. I don't know, just got to vagina this new table I just made. That would make a nice table. Like you make a new table and then you take the 80 grid paper and you sand it, and then 120, and then you go, "All right, honey, get up there." And she just... It's like old, like one of those Danish tables, or like a... Ooh, nice old Italian table. This table is very smooth because my wife have a very juicy boozy and she vagina the table. And my family, we do this for generations and we vagina.
I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like I have rules in my house, they all apply to me. Like I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. Sometimes you have a stressful moment, you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said,
Here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care, I'm not getting... Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business. Go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won, they're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3, come on everybody, 4, and now come on Africa, 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's like, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it, it's fine. We'll do it. The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world? They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. There's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. These They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. The fuck is gonna happen?
The thing that she's usually mad about is simple. She says that I don't listen to her when she's talking. And I don't. But it's not because I don't love her, blah, blah, blah. It's because I try to listen. I really do. When she talks, I just stare at her face. I'm like, come on, bring the story. But somehow I'm like, what the I can't do it. I try. Because every story gets divided into 50 stories that all branch out into these crazy, and I'm like, holy shit. I've got ADD. I can't do it. I'm like, fucking please. But I try every time I try because I love this retarded woman. So I try really hard to listen to her stories. Other people don't even try. We go to parties, she starts talking, people just walk away like, fuck this, that lady's crazy. Who would waste time listening to that crap? Me. She can't help it. I really feel bad for her because the thing is that every word of the story gets her so excited that she wants to fucking run with it, and she can't fucking just break through and get to the end or even the beginning. This is my wife telling a story. She's like, guess what happened to my mom today? You remember I told you my mom how when she was in college, not when she went to Michigan, when she transferred. Remember because that guy got weird and she had to leave because he was not the Iranian guy. That was a different story. That guy, I think he was Persian. I heard that Persia actually split. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ! Pick a thing! Have some consideration for the fucking listener.
Here's another one. Another thing I believe deep down again is that gay people should stop doing that. And not for any moral or societal reason. I don't give a shit. I have gay friends. That's love. You should respect what they want to do with their lives. But they're doing it wrong. It's not supposed to be 2 vaginas smushed together. It doesn't make any sense. It's like 2 buckets and you hold the openings against each other. There's nothing being accomplished. You need to put a thing in a thing. Otherwise, what are you doing? I mean, gay guys, I get it, because they're putting a dick in a place.
in an ass of a man. Which, by the way, what better place to put a dick than a man's ass? It's perfect. It's even a vagina is awkward. You have to go up and in, and you have to kind of, or she has to splay herself, and you have to go like this. It just looks weird, even. But a guy, you just walk up to him, and your dick's in his ass. That's it. You just walk up behind him. And it's that simple. Just, I'm gay. That's it. You just walk up, you're gay. And then somebody goes into you. That's how we were packed originally, to save space. But the two holes bumped. What the hell are you doing? It's wrong. Not morally, just geometrically. I think there's a hell, and I think I'm going. And like a friend of mine was telling me about how he had sex with a hooker, and it turned out to be a guy. And it was like a horrible thing for him, and he had to get over it with therapy. And as I'm listening to this, I realized, shit, that happened to me too. And the upsetting part of it wasn't that it happened, but that I had forgotten. This wasn't like a landmark in my life like it was for him. Like, oh yeah, no shit, I f***ed a guy once back in Montreal. I forgot about that. Because I need to come. I need to. Coming is a need. I came the first time when I was 12, and I haven't skipped a day. I come every day, and I've fucked maybe 20 times in my life, so it's just been me doing most of the work. And I really, I jerk off way too much, and it upsets me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so selfish. I don't know what it is, but I know it's bad. I know I'm hurting somebody somewhere. There's something wrong with it. Like, I was thinking the other day that you can figure out how bad a person you are by how soon after September 11th you masturbated, like how long you waited. And for me, it was between the two buildings going down, so I had the feeling like... I had to do it. I had to. Otherwise, they win. That's the way I was looking at it at the time. This is a strange time for all of us.
Road, but I envy them on this level that they figured out what's going on with them and they fixed it. What an amazing gift to know what the fuck is wrong with you. Who else gets to have that? It's just a mushy, I don't fucking have any idea. I would give $1 million to just wake up, oh, I'm an owl. That's what the thing is. I just gotta blink slow and eat a mouse. Because life is very confusing. Even I'm 49 years old and I haven't found a cruising altitude to my identity. I'm still fucking confused. I get new feelings and they upset me. I don't like new feelings. I want to know what I like and get it and just die. That's what I want to do at this point. Like, I have a weird relationship with this movie that's on cable sometimes. It's called Magic Mike. You ever seen this movie? Magic Mike. For those of you watching this on video many years from now, Magic Mike was a movie about male strippers starring Matthew McConaughey and Channing Tatum. When it was made from whatever you're watching. But anyway, we had a whole other thing going on. This building's not here anymore. But you're watching it on a dusty thing and it's all rubble. And you're watching this. I don't know why you're watching this out of everything. But when things were real easy, we made movies like Magic Mike. It's just a nice movie about men who strip. And every time I'm flipping around and it comes on, I always stop. And then I play a little game of chicken with this movie. I stop because it's a good movie. It's well made, directed by Steven Soderbergh, good director. And so I get into it. I get into the story, and then they start stripping. And then I start having all these feelings. My face gets a little hot. At first I just get hostile for no reason. I go, fucking But then there's one part of the movie that I like. I have a favorite part of Magic Mike. Matthew McConaughey, he's wearing leather pants, no shirt, and he goes, "The law says you cannot touch, but I think I see a lot of lawbreakers out there." Like, it's that. It's like perfect. It's the way he rolls out of him. I think I see a lot of lawbreakers out there. I just really like that. I like it. And when the movie comes on, I'm always like, all right, this gets to where he says that. And then he says it, and I'm like, fucking good. That's really good. I like it a lot. Here's how much I like it. I don't really do impressions, and I kind of nail that one because I think about it all the time. I'm walking around my house like, law says you can't touch. Law says you can't touch. And I go up to my dog, but I think I see a lot of lawbreakers right here. I like that part. And then after he says it, all these strippers come on, Matthew McConaughey, all these strippers, Channing Tatum comes out, fucking. And then I go like, fuck, and then I have to stop. Because I'm starting to get a feeling. I'm just starting to get like a feeling. It's not a boner. It's not a boner. But I can feel my dick starting to turn over a little bit. Just starting to... You know when you can feel your dick kind of unfold? It's like a pool toy that's been blowing up for a while. The wrinkles are starting to come out. It's taking shape. Like... Just that early. My dick's just waking up. What are you guys doing here? Anyway, I've never watched the whole movie. I've never seen Magic Mike in its entirety because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the end of Magic Mike. I know what the end of Magic Mike is. I'm pretty sure that the end of Magic Mike is that I'm gay. Pretty sure that's how it ends. I don't want to see the ending. I want to stay like this. You know why? Because I'm 49 years old. I don't want to enter the gay community now. This is not the version of me that's going to have an awesome time as the new gay guy. So fuck that. And that's my right, by the way, because that's about me. That is my life. I would never discriminate against another person for being gay. I wouldn't dream of it, but I have every right to oppress and discriminate against my own possible budding homosexuality. That's mine to just violently push down. Like it's a dude I'm trying to make blow me right now. And you know, I haven't become like generally attracted to men. I'm not sexually attracted to men. Just Matthew McConaughey and Channing Tatum. Those two guys? Fuck. Seriously. And he's like, fucking sexy. And Channing, kind of dumb face, like oh shit. Oh, fuck. I like it. But men in general, I'm not into it. It's just these, you know what I think it is I'm only gay for the best. I'm top shelf gay. I'm not retail gay, you know what I mean? I'm not off the rack gay. I'm not going to go to JCPenney's and suck a bunch of dicks. I'm going to go to Neiman Marcus and get the signature collection platinum dick. The best dick. Because I'll try the best anything. If it's the best one, I'll try it. Like, I don't like cognac. I would never buy a bottle of Hennessy and keep it in my house. But I had never tried the best cognac. If somebody was like, would you like to try this cognac? This cognac was 500 years old 300 years ago. Like, yeah, fucking give me that. I want to go to a Kenyan restaurant. I know all the foods that I like. But if somebody was like, this is the best Kenyan restaurant, it takes 6 months to get a reservation, I can get you in. They fly live turtles in. And you bite off its screaming face while it's alive. And every turtle you eat is the last of his species. Can't wait to eat that fucking turtle. I'm gonna end his people with my mouth. The best, I'll try it. If somebody was like, we have a guy here, he has the best dick. The best dick ever. His dick has been soaking in olive oil since he was 5 years old. We've been feeding him nothing but butter and penises his whole life. He is the best dick, and you can suck it right now. Well, let me see it. Can I see it? Can you take it out? That's my favorite thing now. Fuck, I shouldn't have looked at it. Just bring it closer. I don't know what I'm going to do, but bring it closer, please. I think at that point you put it in your mouth, right? If you're looking at the best dick ever and you're not sure you want to suck it, just put it in your mouth. And then decide. Just for like 20 seconds. That's a long time. That's 20 seconds. That's a long time to have a dick in your mouth that you're ambivalent about. 20 seconds. If you have a dick in your mouth for 20 seconds, you are not deciding. I'll show you. This is 20 seconds with a dick in your mouth.
In the Jesus life. Okay, here's one. This is when he turned water into wine. This is his first miracle. This is John chapter 2, okay? Okay, and on the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee. And the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the wedding. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus saith unto him, they have no wine here. And Jesus saith unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? Just life. Mary was a fucking alcoholic. He took her to a wedding and there's no fucking wine, Jesus. What am I supposed to do here without wine? And he's like, Mom! Don't! Anyway, you know the rest of the story is that Jesus, he's at the wedding, they had no wine. So Jesus went to the guy running the wedding and he was like, look in the water barrel. Like that, like a close-up magician. Why don't you take a look? Maybe it's not the Red Queen. Go ahead and flip that card over. What do you think? Told him to look in the water barrel, and he looked, and it was wine. He had turned all their water into wine. Everybody rejoiced. Except the guy running the wedding was probably like, we did need some water. It's actually a bigger problem. I feeling a lot of his miracles were met with mixed. Like, oh, thanks. That's great, Jesus. Fuck. Like Lazarus. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. And Jesus comes to town and he says, Lazarus, rise. And Lazarus comes out of the tomb like... And Lazarus' wife is like, are you fucking kidding me right now? But so here's a story though I want to read to you. This story, I've never seen it in a Jesus movie. This story is not in any movies about Jesus. And it's not, I never, until I sat and read this, I never heard this story. Because it's weird. This is...
Nice to see you. Really good.
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It has been a long time. You're a much thinner fellow than you were before.
Don't get used to it.
No?
Now you live in New York.
Yes.
You've got 2 little girls.
Yeah, 2 kids.
Do they come on trips with you when you do this sort of thing?
No, I would not do that to them. No, they're at home with their mom, sleeping right now.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know where your kids are now. Didn't used to know where you know what I mean? Like when we were kids, did your parents know where you were?
Never.
No. No idea.
Even that thing on the news that said, it's 10 o'clock, do you know where your kids are?
Nope.
The answer was no.
No idea. Now there's a kind of a custody, chain of custody that's never broken, you know? You just can account for every second of your kids' lives.
Yeah.
You go on play dates and it's an arranged thing. And they go, you drop them off, and you wait. You know, you take them to soccer games. And it's empowering, yay! And then you take them home. It's all very arranged.
You're right. It is more. I wonder why that is.
Well, the people that like to have throw kids in the garbage and stuff like that. Hit them and break their bones. But anyway, that's not important right now. But
because when we were
kids,
it wasn't like that.
Oh no, those people were around. They weren't on stage. There was no Nancy Grace. So now there's somebody there to remind you of it a lot. So folks watch their kids more. I mean, it's not a new thing.
When you were a kid, you'd run around the neighborhood, right?
Well, I have my kids go on play dates, and I know I have a relationship with the parents. I know who the kids are. They've been to my house. I've been to their house. I was just a kid walking around town. I was like 8 years old, younger than my daughter, and I was just this kid, just walking around. I was just a dude in town. And I would go to Greg's house, my friend Greg, and my mother never met Greg. No idea who he is. Certainly never met his dad or whoever the dude was. I don't know who it was. When I went to Greg's house, I'd knock on the door, and this guy would come, and he always wearing some kind of weird top that looked a little womany. And Hanes, he always had a Snoopy glass with gin in it. And just Hanes briefs that were fighting with, and then there was always a little brown spot on the front. Yes. So I was 7 years old contemplating, does this guy poop out of his penis? Like what? Those are the kind of things that I had to think about.
That's Greg's dad for you.
Yes.
You didn't have, were you a bad kid?
I wasn't a bad kid, but I got in trouble because I just was alone and I just, I got into stealing tampons at one point.
For profit?
No, I didn't make a dime.
Well, how would this work? I hesitate to ask, but how would this work?
I was 8 years old, and I just went into a CVS one day because I just roamed store aisles, and I was looking at the tampons, and I was sort of staring at them with this. I knew there was something dirty about them. I didn't know what they were. Staring, and I picked one up. I got the gall to pick one up, and I'm looking at this box of tampons, and someone came around the corner, so I put it in my jacket. And now I have stolen them. Yeah. Because if I take them out, someone saw that I had them in my jacket. In my head, I'm like, that's it. They're in there. I can't. So I left, and I had sweat on my face. And I just went home, and I threw them under my bed, and I'm eating dinner. Like everybody knows, I have tampons under my bed. And so it was a terrible, stressful experience, which I then repeated every day for like 2 months. I'd go back and I'd just do the whole cycle. I just kept doing it. And no, I never got caught. I mean, they probably saw me, but the guy's like, I'm not confronting the kid who takes the tampons. I'll pay for him out of my check before I live that moment. I'm not asking that little pervert what he's doing with those.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that boy.
Something's really wrong with him.
And how did it end?
Well, they kept going under my bed, and I just tried not to think about him. And then one day I looked, and they were just gone. They just were gone, and my mom never said anything. She must have been cleaning up, and she was like, what is this? It's crazy.
Wow, that's...
I don't know, maybe she used them for like 10 years. I don't know. I mean, would she throw them away?
You might as well. In those days, you don't waste.
Maybe I contributed to the family a little bit, you know? Maybe I kept my mom in cheap tampons for a few years. I don't know.
Are your kids unusual like that? Or,
no.
Are you, as the weird father, are you a weird father to them?
No,
or?
I mean, I've tried to make up for it. But it's a little too late. Like, I think I had kids a little too late and a little too fat in life, you know? You gotta,
what do you mean by that?
Well, you should be a young, healthy dad. You should be a 26-year-old father in a tight T-shirt going, whoa, I'm gonna get you, you know, one of those guys. That's what kids have coming. And I'm not that.
Don't do that.
No, I take them to the park and I just run them like dogs. You got 20 minutes, I just watch them run. I stand there breathing like Tony Soprano and watching him run. And, Daddy, chase us. If someone grabs you, maybe I'll chase back. But otherwise, grow up sad. And there's just, I have a lot of physical limitations to keep me from being a good dad. Like, I'm always in a 48-hour window of diarrhea. That either I'll be having or have had diarrhea within 48 hours. Somewhere I'm on the timeline of my life and the diarrhea. And depending on where I am in that window dictates how far from my house I'm willing to venture.
I see.
How far a radius.
Yeah, right. You're
otherwise,
tethered.
Yes. It's like having an ankle bracelet in a different kind of way. Because otherwise, I'm having diarrhea in a public restroom with my kids standing there watching me because they're little. I can't leave them out by themselves. So they're standing there. Daddy, I don't want to. Sorry, honey, you want to go to the aquarium. This is what happened. I said, let's go to get the newspaper and come home, but you wanted to get fancy, so you get to watch me pee out of my ass for 2 hours.
Well, it's fun for the kids. The memory is that. Do they understand, like, that you're a comedian? Do they know this? Is this a concept that they're familiar with?
They know that Daddy tells jokes, and they don't get the business, though. You know, like they don't get
who does
show business.
Really?
No,
who
does? But like I had a weird conversation with my 9-year-old. We were driving on the highway. The 6-year-old was there too, but she was just, you know, sapping resources. She wasn't really contributing to the conversation. We passed by a cruise ship, and I said, "Hey, girls, the cool thing about having kids is that you get to tell them what everything is." You get to be the person that reports the whole planet to them.
You're
for the
their
first
tour
time.
guide for their life.
For life,
Yeah.
exactly. That's a cruise ship. It's a massive boat. There's swimming pools and discos or whatever they have, you know. So they got excited by the idea of a cruise ship, and I said, some comedians do shows on cruise ships. And they said, do you do that? And I was like, no. Here's the thing. Comedians have a mean hatred of cruise ship comics.
Yeah.
It's just a mean prejudice. We call them boat acts. It's just mean. It's boat act because they pander. We just think they're crap, and it's just something you just feel. It's like being born racist. You just believe it. You don't question it. It's just a thing in you.
You might not even know, but
yeah. So my daughter's like, have you ever worked on a cruise ship? I'm like, no. And she says, why not? Why wouldn't you want to be on a boat? And I'm like, well, that's a different kind of comic. She says, well, what's the different about him? Well, a cruise ship comic just tries to please everybody. And she's like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Of course. Isn't that what you want to do? Yes, but I see some things I say on stage might upset some people. Why would you upset people? That's a terrible thing to do. So,
you know what? There might be some clarity there. I don't know.
It is.
You might want to rethink this.
I might
cruise
try the
thing.
cruise ships. Yeah.
Well, by the way, first of all, I want to say the show is terrific. It's very funny, and I know. We're going to take a quick break here.
Okay. We'll come back and talk about Louis. Louis airs Thursday nights, 10:30 on FX. Louis C.K. We're right back.
Can I help you? Yeah, I need condoms, sexual lubricant, Vagitine, and blueberries. Lubricant out 7, Vagitine out 3, next to the tampons, condoms behind the counter. Ain't got no blueberries.
Thank you. That's Louis C.K.'s show. Louis. It's on FX every Thursday night. By the way, the show is, not only is it very funny, but the directing is great. I know you direct the show, too.
I do, yes.
It looks great. It looks like a movie out of the 70s.
Thank you. That's
You must
perfect.
be very pleased with the whole thing.
I am. I love it. It really is. A movie out of the 70s is perfect. That's what I grew up loving and watching.
How is the how is the second season different from the first season? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I when I get bored of something, I just stop doing it, So I didn't keep a lot of the same stuff. Like, we moved to a new apartment. It's a whole other, but there's no scene where it happened. I just stopped being in that one and started another one. Last year, I had one very constant character. It was my brother, played by Bobby Kelly. He was a really funny guy, and he did such a good job. And this year, I just didn't feel like it, so he's gone. He's just gone. He's gone. I didn't kill him in an episode. It's like he never existed.
But the great thing for him is it's in a way like Lost, where he could possibly come back.
Yeah,
right?
he might. I guess I'd have to have a good idea. I didn't have any ideas for him, so I just stopped this. He's not in the reality of the show anymore, like he never was. So now I have 2 sisters,
right?
And one of them, and none of this reflects my life. The show's all fiction, but the first episode this season introduces my sister as this character, and it's a big introduction. And it's the last thing we shot because I came up with it like right before we wrapped. So she's just gone. She just doesn't come. There's a whole thing where she comes and I love her. Gone. Never see her again.
Really?
Yes, and my neighbor comes and helps me, and he's a really nice guy, and the last thing he says is, remember who your neighbors are. And I go, yes, I would. And he's gone too.
Really? It seemed like you were going to then have a neighborly, friendly relationship.
You'll never see him again. No, and last year I had this woman play my mother, and she was this crazy, horrible woman. My mother's a really nice person. So I just made up this terrible mother character played by this Mary Louise Wilson, really funny actor. And so we did the episode. And then later in the season, I wanted to do a flashback to my real mother, who's really nice. So I did that too. And so everybody was very confused. These characters are so insanely different. And the woman who played my mother as a young woman is a woman I date in another episode as just a whole other person. Because she was good at both parts. So I just don't care.
It's an ensemble cast.
Well, every episode just has its own goal. And if it messes up the goal of another episode, I don't give a shit. I just don't care.
I like that. You're very fickle, and the hell with it.
That's right.
You know what? If any of
you
these
don't like it, fire me.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a very Darwinist system television.
No one should get too comfortable with anything.
No, man.
Not
if
the
it
actors
stinks,
on
I'm
set,
gone.
and not the viewers at home.
That's right.
Louis C.K., everybody. Louis airs Thursday nights at 10:30 on FX. We'll be right back.
Murder is a weird law structure also. That's not a sentence, didn't make any sense, but murder should be simple because it's a binary crime. You kill somebody or you don't. They're alive or they're dead. It's one or the other. But the laws around murder are a little murky. One person can kill somebody, get 100 years. Somebody else gets 20. Why? What's the difference? Here's what they base your sentence on with murder. They base it on how you felt when you murdered them. That's weirdly important. They say, okay, you shot him in the face. But what was up with you, man? Like, what was going on? Like, come on. I think if you murder somebody, your sentence should be based on how old the person was that you murdered. That should matter. How much of their life did you take away? Like, if you see a 3-year-old girl in the park and you just kick her to death, it's a hypothetical. Fucking grow up. It's a hypothetical. I'm not asking you to go do that. I'm just asking you to just really imagine kicking a 3-year-old till she's dead. She do a lot of time, unless she's got like diabetes. You got to work it all in. But what if he kills somebody who's like 98? He's 98 and he's like in a hospice. He's not even good 98. He's in a hospice. You know what hospice is? It's like a hospital, but they don't try to help you. And say there's a guy, he's like 98 in a hospice. He's got cancer and AIDS and COVID. And he's like, and they just unplugged him. And right then you walk in. You should get like 5 minutes for that.
By putting something on the window that's not really about the product, but about their morality. Sometimes you see a store, it's got a sign above the door that says like, no hate allowed in here. Like, fuck off, hate, you piece of shit. No hate in there? I hate my father. Like, do I have to stay outside and deal with it before I can come in to buy some shoes? Sometimes the store tries to tell you how ethical they are in the production of their product. I saw one store, it was a women's clothing store, and it had a sign outside, and it said this. It said, 92% of our garments are responsibly produced. 90, just don't put anything. That's 92% is not high enough for bragging. Because that means 8% of their clothes are like, you don't even want to know how we made this shit. It was a bloodbath when we made that skirt. We just tore the skin off of some Honduran kid's back. It's really cat.
You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They fucking never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Till you don't even know who the fuck you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they fucked in a car and had me, and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because fuck it, we're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract at the end. It's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have fucking nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your french fries, you little shit. God damn it.
I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment, you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like, one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care, I'm not getting it. Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business. Go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won, they're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days. Since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's like, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him?
There were billions. I mean, infinity.
Those go backwards.
You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion?
Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it. It's fine. We'll do it.
The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world?
They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. The first, there's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's a 2017.
Death to all Christians in 2017.
The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but
That's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year?
all right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Ah, well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. The fuck is gonna happen?